Less than ape class equals data end equals 519, data start equals 76, greater than. Hey everyone! I need to talk about something really serious and shocking that happened recently in Palm Springs, California. The FBI is now leading an intense investigation after a deadly bombing occurred outside a fertility clinic, the American Reproductive Centers. This tragic incident took place on May 17th, around 11 a.m., and it's already being described as one of the largest bombing cases Southern California has seen in recent years. Less than P class equals data end equals 918. Data start equals 521, greater than the explosion killed at least one person and left 4 others injured. FBI Assistant Director Akil Davis confirmed that the act was not random. It was intentional. He even called it an act of terrorism. Law enforcement, including the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force, the Palm Springs Police Department, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, are all working together on this. Less than P class equals data end equals 1189. Data start equals 920, greater than. Authorities believe the clinic was deliberately targeted, though the motive remains unknown. They've identified a person of interest, and it's possible the person who died may have been responsible for the blast, but investigators are still working on confirming that. Less than P class equals data end equals 1544. Data start equals 1191, greater than. Witnesses described a horrifying scene: debris scattered, plumes of smoke, blown out windows, and a shockwave that felt like something straight out of a disaster movie. One witness, who was nearby at the time, said it was just fire and disaster everywhere. Another person mentioned seeing what looked like human remains before first responders arrived. Less than P class equals data end equals 19. 1 data start equals 1546, greater than. The American Reproductive Centers Clinic, which provides services like IVF and surrogacy, reported that none of their team was harmed, and, importantly, their lab and reproductive materials were not damaged. Their statement emphasized hope and healing, stating, less than M data end equals 1901, data start equals 1808, greater than. Our mission has always been to help build families. We remain committed to creating hope. Less than P class equals data end equals 2237, data start equals 1903, greater than. Officials also searched a residence in the nearby 29 Palms neighborhood that may be linked to the case. It's all part of the broader investigation to figure out who did this and why. Governor Gavin Newsom acknowledged the tragedy and assured the public that the state is working with federal and local agencies to get answers. Less than P class equals data end equals 2504, data start equals 2239, greater than. The community is understandably shaken, but authorities stress that this appears to have been an isolated incident and that there's no ongoing threat. Even so, precautionary patrols are being conducted at other fertility centers in Southern California, just in case. Less than P class equals data end equals 2944, data start equals 2506, greater than. This event hits hard, especially because it targeted a place where people go to create life, to start families. It's deeply disturbing and raises so many questions about safety, motives, and what kind of message the attacker was trying to send. But one thing is clear: Palm Springs is mourning, but it's also standing strong. As Police Chief Andy Mills put it, less than M data end equals 2944, data start equals 2866, greater than. Terrorism came knocking on our door. We survived, and this city will rise. Less than P class equals data end equals 308, 4 data start equals 2946, greater than. We'll have to wait and see how this investigation unfolds, but in the meantime, let's keep the victims and their families in our thoughts. Stay subscribed for more videos.